Alright, this is for Chris. This is a quick review of the Sony Xperia Play R800, R800V, I think it's Verizon version. It's something called the PlayStation phone because it's got the cool PlayStation interface, D-pad, 4 shape buttons, dual analog control sticks, and the paddles in the back in lieu of the QWERTY keyboard. It's running Android 2.3.5. There is an ice cream sandwich release out that's in beta, but I haven't taken time to download and install that yet. The only thing I need the phone for anymore is to make phone calls and to broadcast Wi-Fi. And assuming it's doing that, I hope the battery lasts a good long time. And this one, I can broadcast Wi-Fi. Phone signals as good as AT&T is going to get, but the battery does last a pretty good time. I get 2 or 3 days in between charges if I don't use it a lot. If I am heavily using it, like broadcasting Wi-Fi nonstop, I get 6 to 8 hours of actual broadcast time per charge, which for me is I'm pretty happy with. I can't complain at all. It also does have replaceable batteries, and the replaceable Sony batteries will hold a charge for 30 to 60 days without losing hardly any juice. So even if I don't swap the batteries out on a regular basis, I have always got a backup source in my pocket. It comes with a bunch of PlayStation games. Some of the freebies it comes with is stuff like Crash Bandicoot and FIFA Soccer and a few other uh, breaker games. You can download most of the games that are available for the original PlayStation from Sony. They're a couple bucks a piece or so. But what makes this an excellent time waster is that you can get other games and other program snaps for it. My favorites are the emulators for different Nintendo game systems, including Nintendo and Super Nintendo and even Nintendo 64, which uses the analog pads. Because the games are so small, I literally can put every Nintendo game ever released on this phone. And I probably have all of them. And any of them I can just pop right open. There's no lag. Gameplay is just like you remember it. The graphics are, there's no artifacts, there's no jitter. Everything moves the way you remember it. And quite frankly, if you remember playing this on a 13-inch screen back when we were kids, the graphics on the 4-inch phone is still superior to those 13-inch TVs. So it actually makes it, you know, the gameplay is pretty enjoyable. Um, it's great for if you've got an hour to kill at the DMV or whatever, you pull this phone out, people will ask you about it. It's pretty nice like that. But like I said, I've got the Nintendo emulator and I've got the Super Nintendo emulator. Same type of thing. Uh, there's normal gameplay. It's just as responsive as you remember it. The graphics are good. It doesn't take up quite the whole screen because it's VGA mode and not widescreen. But you don't really notice that just from playing. It's the control surface or the control pad rather is programmable. So if you want X's and Y's reversed or A and B reversed or whatever, you can just go into settings and control your inputs for virtual keypads and so on and so forth. You can actually use these apps on non keypadded phones, but it puts the keypad on the screen, which makes it a little bit cumbersome to use. This makes it fun to play games again, which is kind of nice. This phone is a little bit older, so it's got lower specs, but that makes it cheaper. It's got a 1 gigahertz processor, like I said, and last time I checked, these were freebie phones at AT&T. They may still be at Verizon. I think I paid $50 for this phone 4 or 5 months ago when I bought it. So it's been I cannot complain at all. So, any questions? Let me know.